Hi, I'm Johnny with Balloon Animals Palm Beach, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Yorkie. You're going to need 2 mocha heart balloons, 1 red heart balloon, 3 mocha 260s, 1 gray 350, 2 mocha 160s, 1 gray 160, 1 light blue 160, 1 yellow 160, and then you're just going to need some scraps. I use 2 black 260 scraps for the eyes. The eyes are just 1 finger bubble and then a little 3-finger tail, and both of these are the same. For the nose, I use about an 8 or 10 finger 260 scrap. I make a little 3-finger bubble, and then I want to leave at least 4 fingers on either end, 3 or 4 fingers, so I can do some tying with the nose. Grab your heart mocha balloon and give it just a little bit of a pump so you just start seeing the 2 humps of the heart, but it's nice and soft still so you can twist it, and then tie your knot close to the nozzle so you have plenty of room to twist. Grab the next mocha heart and blow it up the same amount, because you really do want these to be the same size. And tie the knot close to the nozzle so you have plenty of room to twist. And now you're going to, this is the bottom of the heart, this is where the 2 humps are. Grab one of the humps and you're going to twist a little 2-finger bubble. So you have a bubble on one side. And then you're going to grab the other heart and you're going to do the same thing. So this is the bottom. Here's the 2 humps. You're going to twist a 2-finger bubble on one of the heart humps. You want it to be the same size as this bubble. So I have 2 matching bubbles here. Now you're going to twist these 2 bubbles together. Now you want to tie the 2 nozzles together. Excellent. Grab your 160 mocha and you want to inflate it until it has about a 5-finger tail. Or 5-finger tail. Now you're going to tie the nozzle of the 160 to the nozzles of the 2 heart balloons. I just tie a little knot. It's attached like so. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add the ears. So you're going to want to grab your mocha 260 and inflate this about 20 fingers or less. So you want to make a little 4-finger loop. 3 fingers is okay too. Pull the nozzle through, and then you can either make the second one and then separate them, or you can just separate it now. So I'm going to get rid of the extra, but I'm going to use this to make the other ear. So I tie this off, and then I like to go ahead and tie the nozzle and the other tail together so my loop doesn't come undone. Grab that scrap of mocha 260 that you just used and re-inflate it to make the other ear the same size. So you really only need to inflate it enough to do another 4-finger loop. You want it to be the same size as this one. Pull the tail through the loop to lock it into place. Get rid of this extra. Tie that off. And then I tie the two tail ends together. So now I have two ears. Grab your heart balloon and you're gonna make a little 1 or 2 finger bubble on each side of the heart balloon. So as you can see, it's smaller than this bubble. It's just about 1 finger wide. And now you're gonna grab your ear loop and you're gonna push this little bubble you just made through the loop. I like to give it a little twist just to keep it in place. So there's the front and there's the back. Do the same thing on this side. A little 1 finger bubble. Grab the ear loop and push this bubble through. And then just give your loop a twist to lock it in place. So there's the front and there's the back. Okay, now we're going to take our Mocha 160. We're going to make a little ear twist, a little pinch twist. This is the front of the balloon, this is the back of the balloon. You can see these 2 bubbles let you know it's the back. So on the front of the balloon, we're going to measure about a 5 finger bubble. Basically, you want it to come up till it's about 2 or 3 fingers below this bubble on the heart. And, oops. Now we're going to make a second 5 finger bubble, the same exact size as this one. Twist those together. Okay, so this is what you have so far. Now you want to go ahead and make a 2 finger bubble, 2 or 3 finger bubble in this Mocha 160. And now you're going to push this tail through these 2 bubbles. Pull it through, and then you also want to pull it through the 2 heart balloons. So you end up pulling this 2 finger bubble all the way through so that it's while it's sticking out of these loops a little bit, its top is starting to go in. And this is the back. Okay, and now we're going to make a little twist right where the back ends. So we have a tiny little 1 finger bubble tucked inside the hearts, and then we're going to make a medium-sized pinch twist. And we're going to take this pinch twist and this pinch twist and we're going to twist them together. And now we're going to pull this is the back, remember, we're going to pull this 160 Mocha back through the 2 heart balloons. And back through the 2 bubbles that we made in the front with the 160. And then we just want to, while you push these bubbles against this heart bubble, so you can measure where you want this Mocha to come up, you just pull the Mocha until it squeezes into that twist there. So that's the front, that's the back. And then I'm going to go ahead and, since it came up this way, I'm going to wrap this back around by tucking the tail through these 2 bubbles here to lock that in. So So that's locked in. Now I'm going to make a little 1 finger bubble. 1 or 2 fingers. I'm going to go 2 fingers, but it's a very small bubble. And I want it to sit right here at the top of this circular loop kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is poke this back through these 2 5-finger bubbles. And when I pull it through, it pulls this bubble into it. And I just lock that twist in the middle there. So now I've got this bubble right here, sticking out a little bit, but it's also a little bit in between these two. And now I'm just going to make 3 little 2-finger bubbles with the mocha. And I'm going to twist this last one up into this bubble at the top of the heart. Like so. Now we're going to make a 3-finger bubble to span from these 2 bubbles to the ear. 3 or 4 depending on how big your heart balloon is. So mine's 3. Twist that around this bubble that the ear is attached to. And make another 3-finger bubble the same size to come back to span the space between the ear bubble and this middle bubble. Twist it around that bubble at the top. And get rid of the extra. This is probably going to pop. Yep. Tie that off. Wrap it around a couple times and hide it away. Okay, so you have the 2 bubbles on top there. This is the front of the head. This is the back of the head. Now we're going to go ahead and grab the next Mocha 160 and inflate it so it has about a 5 or 6 finger tail. Four, 6-finger tail. And you're just going to go ahead and wrap it around this pinch twist at the bottom of the head. You can wrap it around both pinch twists if you want to be careful. And make it soft, and then you're just going to pull it up. You're going to want to attach it right above this second bubble here. You're going to twist it into there. So I measure it first, I twist it, and then I tuck the balloon in between the heart bubbles and these little mocha bubbles. So pull that through, and then wrap it around and pull it through one more time. Now it's locked into place. And it's not uncommon for these bubbles to come undone, but we're going to wrap more stuff in so we can refix them in a moment. Now you're just going to bring it back down the other side. And you want it to have basically the same shape as this one. So you just kind of pay attention to the curve. Try to match that. When you see that it's reached the bottom where this one has, then you make the twist. And at that point you wrap this balloon around the pinch twist at the bottom. So now this balloon's coming up the back. This is the front. And we're going to go ahead and bring this all the way up and twist it around this top bubble here. And now we're going to make a bubble that spans from this middle bubble to the ear bubble, so probably 3 fingers, maybe 4 depending on the size of your head. Twist the balloon around the ear bubble, come back, make a second bubble the same size as this one, so about 3 fingers. And twist that around this front bubble here on the heart balloon. And now we can get rid of the extra. Tie that off. Wrap it around a couple times, hide it. Great, okay. So this is the front now. And this is the back now. This is the bottom. This is the top. Now you're going to grab your gray 160 and you're going to inflate it until it has about a 5 or 6 finger tail. Four, 5, or 6. Okay, you're going to just wrap this nozzle into the pinch twist at the bottom of the head. Very gently. So that it's coming out to the side. And now we're going to make it soft. And we're going to draw it up around this other mocha 160. And we're going to end up twisting it in to the top of this 1, 2, 3, third bubble here. So you just want to make it soft and round. Measure where that twist is. Put a matching twist in. And now you're just going to pull it through this mocha 160 and the heart balloons. To lock it into place. Now we're going to come back down the other side, and you want this to match this side, so try to do an equal curve. And when it looks like it's the same length and curve down here, just twist it. And then you want to twist this balloon into the pinch twist at the bottom of the head. Gently make it soft again and repeat the process. Only this time you're going to twist it into this heart balloon, the bubble at the top of the heart balloon. So just bring it up, make sure this is centered, put the twist in it and twist the balloon around this little brown bubble. And now we're going to do the same thing on this side. We want to try to match this. Like so. When you see where you're going to tie in so that it matches, just twist the balloon. And twist this gray balloon around these mocha pinch twists at the bottom. Very gently. Okay, and we're going to get rid of this. We don't need it. Tie it off. I'm going to twist that around one more time and hide it. Okay, so this is the front of the head, and this is the back of the head. This is the top. This is the bottom. We're going to go ahead and add the nose, the eyes, and the tongue. Grab your nose scrap and take and tie these two ends together to give it a nice kind of round, bulbish, square shape, like so. And then you're going to tie this around this bubble here. You want it underneath. it sits underneath, but it ties around this bubble. So once you tuck these two tails around, just tie them in a knot. Once or twice. I'm going to do it twice. But you do want to pay attention to how much balloon you're getting together there, or else it'll show. I'm going to cut off the extra. Then I draw the tails back around to hide under the nose bubble. So that is the nose bubble. Grab your two eye bubbles and you're just going to tie those together. Tie the two tails together. Like so. Get rid of any extra. And now we're just going to tuck these in between this first loop we did and the second loop, underneath this bubble. Yeah. And that's where the eyes go. Now we're ready to add the tongue. I don't inflate this or tie it or anything. I just take the red heart balloon and I just tuck the nozzle underneath this black nose bubble and into the mocha bubble that's behind it until it sticks into place and hangs down the way I want it to hang down, so it looks like a little red tongue. That's cute. Now we're going to go ahead and do the body. So grab your gray 350 and you're going to inflate it till it has about a 4 or 5 finger tail. Well, maybe a 6 or 7 finger tail. I don't like it to be too huge. I mean, the balloon's already bigger than the dog. Okay, 4, 7. So I went with a 7 finger tail, and I like to squish this and make it soft. And then I kind of just make it the same length as the head. We're just going to do 3 bubbles, all the same exact size. So 4, 8, 12, 14 finger bubble. Make a second 14 finger bubble and twist those together. Pull the nozzle through to lock it into place. And now we're going to make a third bubble that's the exact same size as these two. It can always be a little bit smaller or bigger, that's fine. This is going to be the stomach. Twist that off, and I'm going to get rid of the extra, but I'm going to leave a little bit of tail to attach the head with. So I still have some extra tail here. And I take this, I just wrap it once around the top, because I don't need to wrap it in that tight because it's going to get locked when I wrap this around the head. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to wrap this gray tail around this brown mocha bubble in the back of the head so that it will sit on the dog's body with the head. Well, that head's too up. You know, it depends if you want your head down or up. So you can do, I'm going to go down, so actually I'm going to tie it around this pinch twist here. Theoretically. And I'm gonna hide it behind there. Yay! Okay, so that's okay. It's not really tilted as far down as I'd like, but one of the things that I can do if the head isn't exactly where you want it is you can use the collar we're gonna add at the end to sit the head where you really want it. But right now, at least the head's not gonna come off the body, so we're gonna add the legs. Grab your Mocha 260, and you want to inflate it until it has about a 5 or 6 or 7 finger tail. Okay, inflate it so it has an 8 finger tail. And you're gonna make 3 little pinch twists. 1 little pinch twist, 2 little pinch twists, 3 little pinch twists. Like so. Then you're gonna make a little 2-finger bubble and make another pinch twist. And that is 1 front paw. Squish the balloon, and now we're gonna push. So remember, this is the front, this is the back. The head's backwards right now, but we'll fix that in post. You're gonna just stick this brown balloon through the gray balloons. You want it, when it's done, it's gonna sit up near the top of the gray balloon. But you want this balloon long enough so that it can reach the ground in front of the middle of the dog's body. So about that long. Mine's coming about 2 fingers past the end of the body. Now I'm going to just tuck that up in there, and I want this one to be the same length. So I'm going to measure where that is, give it a squish. Okay, measure the same length, twist those balloons together, do a little 1 or 2 finger bubble. Actually, we're going to do a pinch twist with that bubble. There we go. Now a little 1 or 2 finger bubble and 3 pinch twists. I got to let a little bit of air out. 1, 2, 3. One pinch twist, and supposedly 2 pinch twists. All right, so I have matching paws. You just adjust it so that the 2 pinch twists are in the back and the little paws sit in front. That's the front of the dog's body. We're gonna go, that's the front of the dog's body there. We're gonna do the back legs now. Grab your other Mocha 260, inflate it till it has about a 6 or 7 finger tail. Four, 7. And we're going to do the 3 little pinch twists again. 1 pinch twist, 2nd pinch twist, 3rd pinch twist. Make a little 2 finger bubble. Make another pinch twist. These are the back legs, so now we're going to do a loop, and we want it to be about a 6 finger loop. And now we're going to tuck this balloon through the gray balloons. all the way till this loop pushes up against the gray balloon. We want it down at the bottom here, so we just scooch it down. Now we're going to do the same thing on this side. So you just pinch the balloon off right next to the body. You basically want the same size bubble here over here. So mine's coming out about 2 fingers, so I'm just going to go out about 2 fingers and make a twist, and then I'm going to put in a pinch twist. And make a 6-finger loop, but I gotta let a little bit of air out of the tip here because I'm running out of room. All right, so 4, 6, finger loop, and then a little 2-finger bubble. And I've run out of space again already, so I'm just going to get rid of this. I'm going to leave my little 2-finger bubble, and I'm going to grab a scrap and add on my 3 pinch twists. Because I have a little bit of scrap here by Mocha 260. So, 1 pinch twist, 2 pinch twists, 3 pinch twists. Get rid of my extra, tie this off. 3 pinch twists, and now I'm just going to attach this bubble to my pinch twist. Get rid of the extra. And now I've got some matching legs on either side, and then the dog can sit like this. So we're just going to go ahead and add the collar and the tail. Grab your light blue 160 and inflate it until it has about a 10 or 12 finger tail. For 8 or 8 finger tail. I inflated it a little bit much. And I just find the back of the head. That's where the nozzle. I measured the nozzle. I'm actually not going to attach it yet. I'm just measuring how long I want this. Really, I put this in the front here. So twist that nozzle around and get rid of the extra. Tie that off. I'm going to go ahead and tie these together to make sure this stays on. And this is where you can use the collar to adjust how the head sits if you want the head to sit up more or back more. You can always tuck it. Okay. Grab the yellow 160. We're going to make the little medallion that hangs on the collar. You're just going to inflate it. Not too much. You really don't need very much of the yellow. So I'm leaving an 8, about an 11 finger tail. You're just going to make a little, about a 3-finger loop. Pull the nozzle through to lock it into place. Make a little pinch twist and make another bigger pinch twist, and then roll the littler pinch twist or the bigger pinch twist, whichever one is more cooperative, into the middle of the loop. So I've got that and my little pinch twist on top. I'm going to get rid of this extra here. Tie it off. Twist it around a couple times to make sure everything stays in place. Alright, and now I'm going to go ahead and attach this pinch twist to the front of the collar here. And really the tongue should not be licking the collar, so if you need to pull the collar back or pull the collar down, do it. I'm going to go ahead and give my collar an extra twist so that it sits better. That's how you're able to use the collar to really get the head to sit the way you want it. Alright, and we're going to do the tail, which is actually a gray 260 scrap that I forgot to tell you about in the beginning. So this scrap is 8 fingers long. You're going to inflate it. Until it's about 6 or 7 fingers. Tie it off right at the base of the tail. So 4. Okay, so I've got 8 fingers of tail here. And I'm going to use this to tie the balloon to the bottom of the gray 350s here. I'm just going to tuck it between the 2 gray balloons and tie a knot. And get rid of the extra tail here. And then you want to tuck this up in between the 2 350 bubbles. And that is the Yorkie. So I'm going to show you how it sits, if I can. There you go. If you like the video, you can click like or leave me feedback in the comments below, or you can subscribe to my channel. I release videos on a regular basis. You can check me out on Facebook or visit my website, balloonanimalspalmbeach.com, for more information. Thanks.